Today, we're diving deep into the world of open source intelligence, or OSINT. We're going to see just how much of your life can be exposed from just one simple thing, your phone number. You've seen it a million times in movies, right? A hacker types a phone number into a black screen and bam, the person's entire life story pops up. But is that just Hollywood nonsense? Or is it way closer to reality than we think? Well, let's find out.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with why a single number is so powerful. Then we'll walk through the 3 phases of an investigation: recon, profiling, and some pretty advanced stuff. And then, the most important part, we'll talk about how you can defend yourself. To really get how this all works, we first need to understand the core concept at play here.
And that concept is OSINT. Let's be crystal clear about this. This isn't about illegal hacking or breaking into servers. It's the art of finding and connecting the digital breadcrumbs we all leave behind, all over social media, public records, forums, you name it. It's like putting together a puzzle where all the pieces are already out there, just waiting for someone to connect them.
And that brings me to a super important point. We're showing you all this so you can see just how vulnerable you might be, and more importantly, how to protect your own privacy. Using this information for anything legal has serious, real-world consequences. So be smart, be ethical.
All right, with that out of the way, let's get started. Phase 1 is all about that initial hunt, grabbing those first few breadcrumbs, a name, a location, anything to get the ball rolling.
So our first stop is a tool a lot of us already have on our phones, Truecaller. Yeah, we use it to block spam calls, but for an investigator, it's an absolute goldmine. It's basically a giant global phone book built from the contact lists of its billions of users.
Now, here's what makes Truecaller so incredibly powerful. It doesn't just show you the name registered to the number. No, it shows you how other people have saved that number in their phones. Think about that. This can reveal nicknames, their job title, maybe even their relationship status. And if their privacy settings aren't locked down, you could get a profile picture, an email address, and even their phone carrier. In seconds, those 10 digits just became a name and a face. This really hits the nail on the head. It shows you the 2 sides of this coin. For a legitimate investigator, this is the perfect starting point. But for someone with bad intentions, it's the front door to a whole universe of personal data.
Now, let's check out a different angle. While Truecaller is all crowdsourced, other tools out there scrape data from more official places, like public records and data brokers. This is less about what people call you and more about what the official records say. You can often find the owner's name, their carrier, and even the general location where the number was first registered, and you can do it all anonymously right from a web browser. And hey, never ever forget the power of a simple Google search. Seriously, before you touch any specialized tool, this should be your first step. Try searching the number in different formats, with dashes, without them. You would be shocked at what pops up. Business pages, old resumes, forum posts, maybe even mentions in data breach dumps. It's the absolute bedrock of any OSINT investigation. Okay, so phase 1 gave us a name, maybe a location. Now, in phase 2, we take that raw data and start building a much more complete, 3-dimensional profile of the person behind that number. This is where a tool like SyncMe really comes into its own. It's basically a caller ID app on steroids, with a powerful OSINT feature that automatically links a phone number to social media profiles on platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, and X. In just a few seconds, you can jump from a number to a name, a face, and a job title. It literally connects the dots for you. So if SyncMe is like taking the highway, Social Searcher is like going off-roading. This is a dedicated search engine built to find any mention of a phone number across tons of platforms. It's not just looking at the big social networks, it crawls deep into forums, blogs, and those niche online communities. People post their numbers all the time in old marketplace ads or on tech support forums from years ago. Social Searcher finds those forgotten digital breadcrumbs, which can uncover usernames and lead to a person's entire online history. It's wild. You know, even with tight privacy settings, there are still vulnerabilities. Take Facebook, for instance. You can just search the number directly, and sometimes old public posts will show up. But here's the real trick. Use the Forgot Password feature. If you enter the phone number, it can often reveal a partial name and the person's full profile picture. The best part? No password is changed, no alert is ever sent to them, but you've just made the connection. All right, let's move into the final phase. We're talking more powerful, more specialized tools now. This is where the really serious investigations get their edge. Let's start with a really clever one, Spy Dialer. This tool has a pretty unique and stealthy trick up its sleeve. It lets you connect directly to a phone number's voicemail service without ever making the person's phone ring. You get to hear their personal voicemail greeting, which 9 times out of 10 confirms their name or the name of their business. And the target, they never get a missed call notification. They have no clue you were ever there. Now, for the more technical users out there, you've got Phone Infoga. This isn't a website. It's a command line tool you run right from your computer's terminal. You install it from a site like GitHub, run a simple command with a phone number, and it just goes to work, automatically checking dozens of sources at once. It's like sending out an automated recon drone that comes back with a full report, no manual searching required. And here's just a taste of what it can find. It'll confirm if the number is even valid, identify the country and carrier, and figure out the line type. But that last one, knowing if it's a virtual number from a service like Google Voice, that's a critical piece of intelligence. It tells you if you're dealing with someone's main number or a burner. This is the kind of detailed data you need for a serious investigation. And finally, we have the OSINT framework. Now, this isn't a single tool. It's more like mission control for an investigator. It's a massive, curated library of hundreds of the best OSINT resources, all organized in one place. If you need to investigate a phone number, you just click on the phone number section, and it gives you a whole list of the best lookup tools, databases, and techniques. It's basically a living map of the entire OSINT world, constantly updated by a community of experts.
Okay, we've seen all the offensive capabilities. Now let's flip the script and talk about the most important part, defense. How do you protect yourself from all of this?
The key takeaway here is simple. Your phone number isn't just a number anymore. It's a username, it's a recovery key, it's the central link that ties your entire digital identity together. And protecting it is absolutely crucial.
So what can you do right now? First, lock down your social media. Go into your privacy settings and change who can find you with your phone number to only me. Second, go to data sites like Truecaller and use their unlisting feature to get your number removed. Third, just be mindful. Think twice before you post your number anywhere. And finally, use a secondary or virtual number for online signups. Keep your main primary number just for trusted contacts.
The hard reality is, for most of us, our phone number is already out there, in dozens of places we've completely forgotten about. All these tools and techniques are public. So the final question isn't really if your information is accessible, it's who is looking for it and what story are they piecing together.